What if I told you that you could buy this for the same price as a fully loaded Honda Civic? That's right. This is the 2025 Honda Pioneer 1000-5 Trail Special Edition. I think I got all that. Welcome to all the car people who are learning about the power sports world with me. I'm having a great time learning about ATVs and side-by-sides. Let's get into what this thing is. But first, check out my swag. I told you guys I'd get some bright swag to match my bright helmet for the next video. All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna show you the coolest feature that you may not know about if you're new to the world of side-by-sides. Check this out. It's called Quick Flip. If I pull this latch, we've got a dump box on this thing. How cool is that? So I'm gonna put that down, and you can also unlatch it over here and legitimately just dump rocks or whatever, sticks, stones, people. Don't suggest people, but whatever you want in there. Pretty damn cool. I know you're probably not gonna believe me, but this does get even cooler. And that dump box can take 1,000 pounds, but you know what else it can take? People. Watch this. This actually fully converts into a 5-person side-by-side. Unreal. You just unlatch this, and there you go. Boom. That's it. You could literally fit 2 extra people in here. There's seat belts. Unreal. So you could also do this one, or you can leave this as a half, like, storage thing. This is the coolest thing ever. This is the kind of Honda innovation that I like, because I'm used to that in the Honda world, because Honda loves to make great use of their space in all their cars. Let's check out some more cool stuff. Now, this is the Trail Special Edition, so we do get a lot of stuff for our money, like this windshield, which is actually, you can open it halfway. I'll show you guys how that works on the trail. It's gonna be really, really, really nice. We also get a roof, really cool. And then we even get a winch. Look at that, a Honda branded Warn winch. Really nice to have. You can operate it from the controls inside the vehicle. And then you also get Bluetooth speakers. Yeah, that's right. This thing's got a sound system, and it is booming. You got a bunch of speakers in there. You got some speakers inside as well. I'll show you guys the interior next. But the next coolest thing, not part of the Trail Special Edition, coolest thing in my opinion, look at this. We have Fox shocks. That's right. I know these from the car world. I know they're big in the motorsports world, but check this out. They're adjustable, so super easy to adjust. It literally says firm or soft. That's it. That's all it takes. It's got 3 different adjustments, front and rear. I absolutely love that. I will be testing that out on the trails today, so I'm looking forward to trying that out. Now, if you watched my previous Honda Rubicon ATV review, you'd know that there was no hitch receiver on that particular model. I'm sure you could fit one, but it didn't have one. This one comes with one, and it can even tow 2,500 pounds. Great job, Honda. And again, Honda being Honda, doing something different every single time I drive one of these things. Dual clutch transmission. The last one had an automatic, which again, is not normal in this world. A dual clutch transmission, also not normal in the side-by-side and ATV world. We'll test that out on the trails, but I'll show you how all that stuff works. And I do want to talk about some looks too. I think this thing looks pretty good. It's not overly aggressive. It's like the right amount of aggression. We do have this beefy front bumper. Like this is pretty solid. I like that. Everything looks good up here. We have all the suspension open, nice and easy. Ground clearance looks pretty good. Okay, let's take a look inside now. So if you haven't noticed already, there are no outside latches. So the only way to get into the doors with the inside latches, very easy to use, and the doors swing way open. I really like that. Getting in and out is so easy. You have a little bit of storage down here. I think we have some hidden storage under this. So if you lift this up, just a little bit under there, it's probably gonna get pretty hot, I assume. The engine's under there. This is a 1000 class vehicle, but it is a 999cc parallel twin, which means it's a 2-cylinder. So we do have paddle shifters, which is sick as heck. They're actually pretty pleasant to use. I've been driving this around on my driveway and stuff. We've got a cup holder over here, as is very important. Seats, pretty comfortable. And we do have some storage right over here as well. So this is going to be waterproof, it looks like. We also have a cup holder over here, again, very important. Some weird storage over here. I don't know what you'd really throw in there. Here's our sound system. We do have a bunch of modes. So we have turf mode, thankfully, hasn't been ripping up my grass, which means it's basically unlocked 2-wheel drive or 1-wheel drive. We have 2-wheel drive, which is fully locked, and then 4-wheel drive, which doesn't lock the front diff unless it needs to. It's like a sensing diff, kind of similar to the Rubicon-ish. I think it also uses the brakes for torque vectoring kind of thing, just like in cars. We have a like a hill hold, and we have auto or manual. We have sport mode, which will like hang the gears more. This is all like car stuff that I'm used to, so I kind of like that stuff. We have our headlights, and then we have our high beams, and obviously off. And then this one being the special edition, we also have interior lighting, which is pretty cool. Some of the lights light up over here. Let's see if we can see that if we turn the key. Probably not. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of lighting. Not sure if it comes through on camera. Oh yeah, it does come through on camera. So that's pretty cool. And then this is how you operate the winch. Very simple, in or out. And it works very, very well. Hopefully I don't need to use it today, but maybe I will. Okay, so let's actually get this thing started up, but I'm gonna show you the gauge cluster first, because to me this looks identical to the one that I just had in the Rubicon. It's the same size, it's very small, very basic, with a couple extra features that obviously you can see when things are locked or unlocked, what gear you're in, the mileage, which this one is, I mean, to me this is basically brand new. So let's get this thing started up, and this starts just like a car would. Turn the key. There we go. And that's it. So you can see putting this into park, reverse, neutral, high gear, and low gear, which we didn't have a low gear on the Rubicon. So it's very easy to operate. That's all it takes. Like, yeah, this again, also very, very easy to use. I really like how these levers operate. And again, these paddle shifters, pretty sick. Like, you know, this isn't the car world, you get metal paddle shifters. These are plastic, these are functional, but they're gonna work. Let's listen to this thing. So here's the pedals. Oh, and we do have some storage down here as well. Yo, not gonna lie, that sounds pretty good. More storage down here. And I mean, that's really it. Nice and basic, I really like it. I showed you guys the windshield opening, so I'll just show you quickly how that works. I obviously have to do the other side as well, but you basically just unlock both sides, and then you lock it in wherever you want it. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed, and it'll just keep it open for some airflow, which is really, really nice out on the trails. And then, check this out. Look, it's me holding the camera. Hello, we get this thing, which is pretty cool. So you can see behind you and all around you, very functional. That's really it. I love how basic these things are, but this one obviously has more features than the last ATV that I drove. So I think it's time that we head out onto the trails, and this time I'm going to Gopher Dunes. I'll save you the trailer offloading, but I did get a new truck. Shout out my new truck. Okay, we're at Gopher Dunes. This place is incredible. The first time I've ever been here, absolutely unreal. This guy's jumping dirt bikes behind me, everywhere around me. Super family friendly. I also have my wife and son here. We've been enjoying the trails, so now it's time to actually review this thing. So we're gonna go to trail 1 and just send it. This place is incredible. Okay, so I'm in two-wheel drive, out of turf mode, going to some hardcore stuff over here. And so yeah, this thing feels like a car. So now that I'm in a side-by-side, this is nice and close to what I'm used to. It's not an ATV anymore. You don't move your body weight around to maneuver the vehicle. This is just steering wheel, gas, brake. Super easy to drive this thing. And these Fox shocks out here, wow, they are awesome. Absolutely awesome. I've left them in the softest suspension mode, and they soak up the bumps like perfect. My son, who's 4 years old, wasn't complaining. He just wanted to ride all day. I do have to take a break right now to review this thing while he eats his lunch with my wife. Oh, this is awesome. What a great way to spend your day. I don't have to look at my phone. Oh, jump! Whoa! I don't have to look at my phone. My wife and kid are here. Best day ever. So, let's talk about this thing. It's got plenty of power. 1,000 cc's, well, 999. That's where my life starts. Anything below that, probably not for me. And so this thing does have the dual clutch 6-speed. So let's get into some of that stuff. So if I hit this sport button, I actually prefer it. See if I can jump in here. Whoa! Dude, those Fox shocks. I think the suspension travel doesn't even let me jump it there. I don't think I went fast enough, but man, what a machine. I see why you pay so much money for this thing. Like, you can drift this thing. There's no stupid traction control or anything like that. Traction is controlled by my right foot. Okay, so I actually prefer sport mode overall for the transmission because I find that it shifts gears a lot less, because what it does is it hangs gears longer, which means you're not going through so many gears. So yeah, you get higher RPMs and higher revs, but it's smoother overall because there's less shifts, up shifts, down shifts, and all that stuff. Yes! Man, these trails are so nice. They really take care of this place. I haven't found a need to use four-wheel drive out here. It's a super dry day, and it is very sandy out here, so two-wheel drive is all we need. I haven't really found myself using manual mode, but I'll get into it right now so you guys can hear it. Oh, I'm trying to avoid this tree. Shifts pretty quick. Coming from the car world, I'm pretty good with that actually. So because my eyes are so focused on the trails, I find that I don't really have a use for the manual mode out here. Yeah, the paddles are really nice to have, but like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I don't have that much experience with the whole power sports world, but I find my eyes to be way more focused on the terrain than, let's say, a racetrack, because typically at racetrack there aren't tree limbs and tree roots and mud and things like that to watch out for. Sure, there's other cars and walls and things like that, but you can usually see pretty far ahead of you. Here, a little bit tighter. So I'm actually going to throw this back into auto, but I'm going to keep it in sport. So auto, sport right there. Super nice to have all that stuff. I haven't needed to use the hill hold feature, obviously, but on some trails I'm sure you would. And coming out of that Rubicon that I had last time, if you guys watched that video, the power steering is the best. The electronic power steering is so good, because I can spend the whole day out here and not get fatigued. Like, it's so easy to just turn this wheel. There's no effort. I love that. The only thing that I've noticed out here that I don't really love about this is that after you do a bunch of trail riding, this gets really hot, because the engine's under here. I feel like you need a little bit more heat wrap or insulation down here, because it does tend to get pretty hot. So if you're gonna have someone in the middle seat, I think they're gonna roast their bum, but I got my son in a jumper seat, so he hasn't been complaining. It's just my wife and I that feel it on the inside of my leg and the inside of her leg. So that's my only real complaint about this. Otherwise, I mean, this is incredible. I could see myself buying a side-by-side for sure. Now, I do want to mention that the driving position. So this is obviously more of a utility type of side-by-side that can also still party, because we got those Fox shocks and all that fun stuff. But the upright position, I would like a less upright position, but I fully understand why they did this. I think over a long period of time for trail riding, you'd probably enjoy this, but I'm getting tossed around in here. So like a bucket seat in like a more sport-oriented side-by-side, I think I would personally enjoy a little bit more. But these seats are overall pretty comfortable, and man, I just love ripping this thing. It is so fun out here. Oh yes, well, I love power sports. Welcome to the Straight Pipes Off-Road. What an exciting name. Straight Off-Road. There you go, the Straight Off-Road. Oh man, this is sick. Yeah, so because it's a dual clutch, I don't really notice like slingshotting stuff like you'd get maybe in a car if you're going from a launch. Let's just see if there's anyone behind us. We also have this very handy mirror, which is really nice. You're not supposed to like launch it, but let's just see what happens if we floor it in two-wheel drive. That feels great. I'm excited to try a CVT ATV or side-by-side, because that's what most of them are. So like, I'm kind of getting thrown into the different stuff by Honda, because they have a dual clutch, and then a regular automatic, depending on the one that you get. So it's fun to experience all this stuff. Now, I haven't needed to use the winch because, well, these trails are so nice. There are some mud bogs and stuff. I've stayed out of them for now. And then the other thing that I do like is that this windshield, I did open it up. The only thing I don't like about this windshield, while being opened up, is that it gets a lot of glare from the sun. So because of the angle and stuff like that. So like, I do notice that sometimes I get like lost in what I was looking at. So I personally would like a more open windshield, or maybe just remove this thing. But it is really nice because my wife and son aren't getting dusty or dirty. We're actually really clean in here, which is also really nice as well. And yeah, this thing absolutely rips. It's got a really good power. The brakes are good. It's like driving a car. I have a gas pedal and a brake pedal. Like, I can't really complain about anything beyond what I've already mentioned. This thing just rips. It's super fun. Oh yeah, dude. Gopher Dunes. This place is very affordable. It's like, I don't know, just over an hour from the greater Toronto area. Extremely well marked trails. They're all one-way trails, so you're not going to run into people or anything like that. This is a fantastic day, fantastic way to spend your day. And as soon as I'm done this review, I'm going to go back and pick up my wife and son and just keep going all day until his little head can no longer take his really heavy helmet. So I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I love side-by-sides, I think, more than ATVs. They both have their own pluses and minuses, but coming from the car world, this is definitely something I'm more familiar with. So if you're looking to get into it, maybe get yourself one of these, or like a trail side-by-side, a smaller one. But this thing at Gopher Dunes, I've had no problems fitting in on any of these trails. Man, this suspension is fantastic. Also, this thing overall looks cool. I've seen some people looking at it, eyeing it up. And there are a lot of Honda things here because Honda is a sponsor of Gopher Dunes. There's a lot of like little Red Riders and stuff driving around. My son's watching that right now, so maybe he'll join that. So let me know what you guys think of this power sports review from a car guy. I don't want to hear from you power sports people. Y'all are experts. I'm just becoming an expert slowly. Oh, dude, you just move this thing around. Oh, this is so fun. Alright, I'm just going to drive this for the rest of the video. My goggles are fogging up because I'm talking so much. I'm just going to shut it.